I went to college in New York, and I went as an athlete. I was a big basketball player. And then I started taking acting classes and thought, like, I knew I wanted to make films, but I didn't see anyone else doing it. So I thought I had to be an actress. So for the past 10 years, I've been doing that.
Yeah.
I don't know, I think I was so sick of being like a broke single mom. And that's when I started writing. And that's when sort of everything opened up.
Cheers to Sundance 2016.
Cheers.
Catch me up, kind of just on your last
Sure.
year.
So basically I had a short here last year called Smilf. And it was a scene from a pilot I had written. It stars Thomas Middleditch and myself. And then shortly after we came to Sundance, we sold it to Showtime. And so they have the pilot draft, and I have a meeting with the president of Showtime on Friday.
Oh my gosh.
And we'll find out very soon.
Yeah. How is this year then different than what it felt like last year?
Well, last year, the Smilf was never meant to be a short. It was always meant to be an example of the TV show. So it was just like a presentation, you know? And then it sort of took on this whole life of its own. We submitted it, it got in, and then it won the jury award. Like, it was such a surprise. And this one was written to be a short. There's no real life after. Hopefully it'll have a life online, you know? And yeah, it's totally different. Last year's budget, I paid for, this one was, 20 times the budget. And
a little something to work with.
Yeah. And we have this extensive cast, and it's a lot longer, yeah.
How is the pressure different? Is there different
The
pressure?
pressure, you know what? That's what's so great about the short program. It's that it's really about just celebrating being here, and they're so supportive of us. We're not in some bidding war, you know, where I know a lot of my friends who have features here, they're really stressed out about the reviews and stuff like that. But on one hand, it's great, but on the other hand, I want people to talk about it and see it. And so we are trying to find a home for it.
Who's been your mentor in the industry?
Oh, that's a great question. I actually just formally started a mentorship with Paul Feig about a month ago. So that's brand new, and that's incredible to see films being made on that scale.
How did you connect with Zoe? And
that was such a miracle. I sent the script to her agent, and her amazing agent, Scott Metzger, read it over that weekend, called me. Frankie, I think Zoe might respond to this. I think this could be really cool. It's so interesting what you did. I'll send it to her. I was like, okay. I had never met her.
Oh my gosh.
And then he called back a couple days later. Zoe loves it and wants to set up a phone call. Yeah, and so we talked, and she's like, I'll do it.
Oh my God.
It was so lucky.
What do you want people to take away from Too Legit?
So Too Legit is a satire, which was inspired by the statements of Senator Todd Akin, when he said, when a woman becomes pregnant from a rape, the body has a way of knowing, and that the body will get rid of the fetus on its own. So abortion's not necessary. So the film follows Zoe Kravitz as she goes on this journey to find out if her rape was legitimate or not. So essentially, the reason why I wrote it as a satire is, I'm trying to find a way into talking about rape culture and debunk rape myths in a way that's sort of accessible, Yeah. So what I was doing is I'd have the words the characters would speak to reflect sort of the rape culture in which we live, sort of in an unconscious way. So we're actually hearing the absurdity through what the characters are saying.
Right. What we ask everyone is if you could have a drink with anyone, who would it be?
Oh my God, I wish I knew you were gonna ask me that.
We can think about it for a second. Okay. My answer changes every day.
Okay, what's your answer?
Well, I'm really happy to be having drinks with all of you guys out here.
Yeah,
so,
that's cool.
Joan Rivers.
Oh, that'd be so good. Oh, I would love to have a drink with Elia Kazan. I love his films. So maybe that's who I'd pick.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Well, cheers again. Congrats.
Thank you so much.